for the ticker. Okay. And we're back to close out the show. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here, along with my good friend. He's our man from Game Source. You got to check out Game Source on Facebook today. It is my good friend, Jamie Monroy. Jamie, you gave us a great review on Monday. Do you have anything planned for us on Friday?
Actually, I do. I believe we got sent over a little positive gem, supposedly a ray of light in Platoons, I want to say it?
Petoons.
Petoons, thank you. Petoons. See?
Petoons Party. Petoons Party. Let's have a party with Petoons Party.
Well, the party was there, but it just wasn't that great. Party died out.
So what happened? Because the version that you're playing on was the Nintendo Switch, but I also know from speaking with Josh, he had a chance to play with it. He had a chance to try out the game earlier this year on a different video game platform, but I know they're, as everything right now is, because the Nintendo Switch is the number one selling console at the present time. Everything, it's the latest hot thing, just to an extent. But as we saw with what you were playing with the game that you were playing on Monday, this is also on the Nintendo Switch. So it sounds like your experience was not quite what you were hoping for. Oh, you were playing on the PS4?
Yes.
Oh, then I just stand there. All right.
I was going to try and interrupt you, but you know how that goes.
I don't know. I just get into babbling. I just send you codes. Anyways, okay. Getting back to them. So, Jamie, you had a chance to try Petoons Party on the PlayStation 4. It was sounding like that it's not quite the experience you were hoping for.
No, out the gate, I initially went into it obviously expecting something along the lines of Mario Party, because obviously it's got the word party in it. It's a 4-player, can be a 4-player game. You can play it solo. I ended up playing it different ways, which I'll explain in a moment. Basically, though, it was almost cookie cutter Mario Party, except for little tweaks here and there, or little things that you wish it may have had that Mario Party has, which that's where it kind of left me going, well, I could just play Mario Party.
Fair enough, my friend. So it was not quite the experience, but tell us, as you were going through it, and this version that you played was on the PlayStation 4, but it is on virtually all major platforms that are out there. If you, as you got a chance to delve into it, what were some of the options? What were some of the mini games? Since it is like Mario Party, what were some of the mini games involved with Petoons Party?
Some of the mini games that I unlocked on the first island, you had a stacking game where there was little, I want to say the creatures on the island were landing and you had to stack them. Now, you could stack them and they would lean a little bit, but sometimes you have to watch the next one that falls. But they would also drop pineapples. So you could be almost at the top. A pineapple would fall, and if you're not paying attention, you're all the way back down at the bottom starting over. So it had tweaks like that, which, remnant of things playing little mini games in Mario Party. It had ones where you were herding like the little creatures from one side of a river to another. I know just playing during the game, I know one little thing that was tweaked up differently that I liked was when 2 players landed on the same spot, it went instantly into a rock, paper, scissors duel, which unfortunately I was doing well on, and then I lost the very last one on the last spot.
Oh.
Right? Wow.
But I tell you what, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff that's in there. There's a lot of options as far as mini games are concerned with the game. Is that correct?
Absolutely. There's tons of different modes. You don't just have to play through this, what I guess you would consider a story mode, going through the islands and playing basically the board.
Okay, so that sounds like a positive, but it sounds like the games that you were involved with, even like you said, even with all those options, the actual games themselves weren't, I guess as a collective whole, weren't all that fun.
Right. Typically I can get the wife, the kids out jumping, playing Mario Party, and what is the other game that we play? That's You. We play a lot of the games on PS4 with the Play Link, so they're all really cool with that. This one it didn't catch the attention. Like, I literally had them look at me and say, "Why are we just not playing Mario Party? This is such a downgrade."
All right, that sounds like it's not quite sounds like it's not quite the experience you were hoping for.
No,
Overall, your impressions on it, and if you're able to give it a score, what would you give it?
I personally would give it a 5.5 because it was just so, everybody had that opinion of why are we just not playing Mario Party? We could get a better experience. So I don't know if it was just that as a whole that was bothering me, or if it was the fact that maybe I didn't give it enough to give me more of a chance. Maybe I need to go back and take a look at it again and say, hey, there is this more of a little bit of a tweak, or I can find this in it that I really do like, which I do really like the fact that it has the rock, paper, scissors option. That was really fun for me.
Fair enough indeed, my friend. Once again, it's Jamie Monroy from Game Source. You got to check out everything he's doing today on Facebook at Game Source, but also many of the other things that he does, especially when it comes to streaming. I will ask you again, if you want to, I will tell you, if you want to check out the written review for this game, that's Petoons Party, which is now available on virtually every major video game platform. You can check it out. You can check it out this weekend on popculturecosmos.wordpress.com to check out his full thoughts on the game in a written format. Sounds like it wasn't the best time in the world, but for more detail on it, why he was thinking the way he was thinking, that just now with his audio review of the game, you could check out his written review on popculturecosmos.wordpress.com.
I'll give you a little sneak peek at the written review where the party isn't completely over.
Fair enough indeed. But speaking of popculturecosmos.wordpress.com, I usually save this part for Josh, but I wanted to keep you while you were here. We're going to go ahead and count down with another 10 on the top 200 video games of all time. And since you're the man from Game Source, I thought I'd go ahead on this episode and count them down with you, because we're now down into the top 100 for this 10. In fact, we're at... where's that? Did we do 51 to 60?
I believe so. I thought that's what the last one was.
No, we didn't do 51 to 60. Last one we did was 61 to 7. So 51 to 60. All right, I'll keep that going here. So right now, Jamie, I think we're going to go ahead and save Josh the trouble this time. We're going to go ahead and you and I will break down another 10 on the top 200 video games of all time, with numbers 51 through 60. If I could just go ahead and get this page to load, everything will be all right. All right. This is live television at its finest here. All right. So we go as far as 51 to 60. Let me go ahead and count out. Let me go ahead and count down. Let me go ahead and count them down for you now. We'll start off with number 60 is Bucky O'Hare. That's right. That's Bucky O'Hare at number 60. Let me go ahead and send you the list. There's the page. Okay. At number 60, it's Bucky O'Hare. Number 59 is Brave Fencer Musashi. Brave Fencer Musashi. Brave Fencer Musashi. My gosh. 58, Super Mario Odyssey. 57 is Halo 2. 56 is Warlords. 55 is Resident Evil. 54 is Pokemon Silver. 53 is Onimusha. 52 is Spyro the Dragon. And 51 is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So you heard the list right there, my friend. Any great memories? Because I know I have some when it comes to the top 200 video games of all time in this certain number 51 through 60. So I want to hear your thoughts. Any of those games stick out to you as far as numbers 51 through 60?
Oh, you're killing me because you know exactly which one I'm going to go for. It's probably the exact same one that I know you have fond memories and fond thoughts of.
And what, pray tell, would that be? Halo.
Halo 2, of course.
Well, so tell us what your thoughts on Halo 2. Go into, what fond memories do you have of Halo 2?
Halo 2 was, for me, oh my gosh, everybody's going to get their consoles and go to this some person's house, or we're all going to play, online. And it it was the dawn of everybody finally, playing together. But still, in that time, it was still more of still taking your system somewhere. Everybody met up somewhere, and it was, I don't know, that was the fondest memories for me.
Fair enough, because for me, it did revolutionize the platform for the multiplayer platform. It made everything a lot more smoother, made a lot more interesting experience, and it actually for 2 straight years hooked me in almost every night, going night after night after night, playing Halo 2 again and again and again. Just it was a wonderful experience. The map layout, the infrastructure of the way everything was set up, the matchmaking was truly revolutionary at that point in time. The way everything, just mapped it, focused itself out as far as just such a great time. Again, the maps, the detail as far as from a large map or smaller map, more intimate setting to a more larger grand scale, depending on the type of game mode that you were playing, was truly a lot of fun. Capture the flag, deathmatch, didn't matter. It was just a great time as far as Halo 2 is concerned. A lot of great memories from that game. Super Mario Odyssey, I know a lot of people, because it's a more recent game, have fond memories of that one. It's been one of the best sellers on the Nintendo Switch, and there's every reason why, because it's a very, very solid platformer. I mean, a lot of the other games, they do stand out. They are classics from the past. Resident Evil, I know a lot. Resident Evil, I know brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people as far as the original Resident Evil is concerned. Onimusha for the PlayStation 1 is a very good game as well. Spyro the Dragon at number 52, just a very solid game. I think that starts it all. I know Josh will have a lot to say about that. And GTA's.
How can you discount Bucky O'Hare though?
Well,
Those
Bucky O'Hare, I never
themes
really
and
delved in
intros.
much. Bucky O'Hare, I never really delved into very much.
I didn't so much either, but I do remember looking at a lot of those opening themes. That was where a lot of that was at. That game sat on the themes and the cutscenes. That's where everything.
Fair enough. And then also you have at 51 GTA San Andreas, which really broadened the open world aspect of games and what a game can do. So I think that one, with hot coffee controversy aside, it still was definitely a very influential game as far as the last decade, the 2000s, as far as the 2000s decade of video games, where it went to, what it did, and basically how far games could go, and what, basically how could you go ahead and structure a game with such a wide option things to do, and then also such a vast open world to venture into. So GTA San Andreas, for that alone, plus the fact it really heightened the awareness of GTA to a larger audience. I think that also needs to be that also can't be understated as well. So that's a great list right there for you, numbers 51 through 60. If you want to check out that list with our thoughts, plus also the list of everything on the top 200, they're in lists of 10. You can catch them today, along with Jamie's written review of Petoons Party this weekend on popculturecosmos.wordpress.com. Well, my friend, it's been great talking to you about not only Petoons Party, and then also as well numbers 51 through 60. Any last thoughts for you on the way out?
I appreciate being part of the top 100. That, especially that part of the list, Halo 2. That made me want to go back and play it right now. Honestly, that nostalgia kicked in.
There you go. All right, my friend, you better go ahead and get on to Xbox Live, get your headset on, go ahead and play a round of Halo 2. Although right now you're going to have to go into the Master Chief Collection to go ahead and play a good game of Halo 2 for now.
Tis true, but sneaky, everyone. I'm thinking about jumping on Shadowkeep. Maybe I'll let you guys take a peek in and see what's going on.
If that's the case, what streaming options do you have?
For that, we're going to be looking at twitch.tv/degenerate2018. Sometimes, though, I am on Mixer, and when I can, I know I try and push to Facebook, but apparently things are changing with that in some platforms.
Yep, that they have. So I will tell you, it's a great time talking to you indeed. As long as we're not playing the Halo 2 campaign, which we won't talk about how bad that ended, but be that as it may. Such a great time talking to you about Petoons Party, and also as well talking about numbers 51 to 60 on our top 200 video games of all time.